Hello everyone, welcome back to Sumi Learns. If you're new here, my name is Sumi, and in today's video I'm going to be doing something called the BookTube Newbie Tag. So if you've never heard of this is just when booktubers answer like a couple of questions so you can get to know them better. And yeah, so starting off, the first question is, why did you start this channel? So I should say that I've actually had my channel for a while now. I think I started it in 2020, then I wasn't consistent, and now I'm coming back. But my channel wasn't initially about booktube. It was just about learning in general, and that's still something that I'm passionate about. But lately, something that I've been doing a lot of is reading. I started reading so much more this year, and I just needed a way to share with people about how much I enjoy a book. I know if you read books, you probably get like that feeling when you finish such a good book and you need to like scream about it to someone else. So I was doing that for a little bit on my Facebook. I can pop up one of my stories, but honestly there just wasn't enough space for the amount of words that I needed to share about the book. So I thought, why not just start a booktube channel and be able to share with people who care about the books as well. Then the second question is, what are some fun and unique things that you can bring to booktube? This question intimidates me because I'm like, everyone is so unique and so fun. So I don't know necessarily anything that I'm like, I don't know that I'm that special. But I know something that I really care about is like finding books that don't have spice, that don't have smut, just like clean novels. Because I know BookTube, Book Talk, a lot of the books that are recommended are like really heavy into spice and smut, and I personally just don't read those. And it's really hard to find booktubers or book talk people who share about books that don't have these in them. So that's one thing that I at least want to bring to the booktube space. And something else is, like I said earlier, my channel is about Sumi. It's Sumi Learns, and I still want to incorporate learning, especially ASL. I'm really passionate about learning American Sign Language, even though I fall off the wagon of learning every 2 seconds. But I still really want to learn about ASL, so I know some of that will be incorporated into some of my videos. Then question 3 is, what are you most excited for about this new channel? And I feel like for me, I'm just really excited to be able to share about books that I love or that I enjoy, and just to be able to interact with more people in the booktube community. Everyone says the booktube community is one of the most welcoming. It's one of the best communities to be in on YouTube, and I'm like, cool, that sounds like fun. So I'm just excited to watch people's videos, to interact with people, to learn about books that they are reading, to get books recommended to me, and for me to recommend books to other people. Yeah, reading is fun, making YouTube videos is fun. So overall, I'm just excited. Then question 4 is, why do you love reading? So from a very young age, I've always loved reading. I always had a library in my room, and I was just obsessed with reading. But I took a break from reading during college, which I think is very common for most people. And then I finally came back to reading this year after a bunch of hard things happened in my life. And I just found that reading was just such a beautiful escape. It was it's such an excellent, it's a healthy, I feel, and good way to just kind of escape reality for a little bit and be transported into a new world. And that's one reason why I love reading. I also find that with reading books, I feel so understood. Many things that I don't know how to express, this emotion that I'm feeling or this particular thing that I'm going through, but then in books, the author just finds a way to express it. You should see how many times I highlight things in books because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is exactly how I'm feeling. This is currently what I'm going through. So I should say books just help me feel understood, and they're also a good form of escape. So question 5 is, what book or series got you into reading? And I don't remember the series or books that got me into reading when I was really young. I do know I used to read a lot of Enid Blyton books, but I'm not sure if that's really what sparked my interest. But then the series that got me back into reading after I stopped reading during college was the Selection series. I love this series so much. I think everyone should read it. I do I would say it is a cheesy series, but I still think it's so good, so addictive. Oh man, such a good series. Highly recommend it. So question 6 is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? And I don't think I have an overarching question for every single booktuber. But then for specific ones, I feel like I have like questions. For example, Haley Pham is one of my all-time favorite booktubers. I adore her. And I feel like for her, I would just ask, be my friend. Will you be my friend, please? And then for Jack Edwards, who's also one of my he's up there as one of my favorite booktubers. I feel like for him, I just want to know how he keeps on reading books. Like, because he reads so many books. And also, I know he reads books that he like doesn't enjoy. Because, you know, he does, well, I don't know if you know, but he has like the series where he like reads books that are recommended by, I don't know, Rory Gilmore from Gilmore Girls, or reads books that Harry Styles recommended. And I know some of those books he definitely did not enjoy it. And I feel like if I was like doing this series, I would be in such a bad reading slump, because I don't know, how do you just keep reading book after book that you didn't enjoy and you keep on reading? Like, yeah, so that's my question. Like, how is he not in a reading slump? How does he keep on reading? Then question 7 is, what challenges of starting a BookTube channel do you think will be hardest for you? And I feel like for me, definitely consistency is like hard, because although I enjoy like reading the books, filming the videos, I don't know that I enjoy editing the videos as much. So consistency in uploading would definitely be a challenge. But also I feel like, just because I don't want to have to force myself to read. For me, reading will just always, I want it to forever be something that I do for fun. I don't want to ever feel forced to read books just because they are popular, or just because, like, I don't know, someone in my comment section tells me to read them. So I feel like that could be a challenge, because I also tend to like want to please everyone, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should read this book, or maybe I should do this. Yeah, I just want reading to continue to be a fun thing for me always, even if I just read like one book a month. Then question 8 is, when did you start reading? I already answered this before, but I've always been a reader as far back as I can remember. And then I stopped like during college, and now I'm back into reading again. Yeah. And then question 9 is, where do you read? And I feel like, just to add on to this question, I'll also answer the question of like, what mediums do you use to read? So to answer the first part, where do you read? I typically read on the bus on the way to work. I just love, I don't know why, it's so nice to read on the bus, the train. It's just so comfortable. It makes the commute so much nicer. So yeah, I read there. And of course, I also read like before I go to bed every evening. And then what medium do I use to read? So I have physical books, but funnily, I think I actually prefer reading on my Kindle than like a physical book, which I know is so flipped, because I know most people love their like physical books. And I agree, there is a feeling to a physical book, but for me, the Kindle is just so much more convenient. It's easy to carry around. Honestly, so many benefits. I'm actually planning to do a video where I say like all the benefits of having a Kindle and why I absolutely love my Kindle. Also, now that I'm on the topic of the Kindle, I would soon be publishing a video. I don't know if I'll have published it before this or after this, but a video of my Kindle unboxing. But I'll just show you guys my Kindle because I'm obsessed. Just look at this. Look at the case. Isn't it just so cute? So this is the Kindle Paperwhite, and like I said, I did an unboxing video for it. So I'll publish that hopefully soon. Okay, and question 10 is, what kinds of books do you like to read? I feel like it might be easier for me to say the books that I don't like to read, because I'm really open to reading any type of book. As long as it is like, it doesn't have smut, it doesn't have spice, I read almost any type of book. But I wouldn't read horror, and yeah, I think that's about it. I think horrors are just, it's too much for me. I want to sleep at night, so that's a no for me. Or like some really heavy like thrillers. But I really enjoy romance novels. I think they're like so feel good, like prime escapism. I also enjoy a good mystery novel. I enjoy fantasy. I'm getting more into that. I also read Christian novels because I'm a Christian, and yeah, I want to support Christian authors as well. Although I haven't found many Christian authors that I love. Although one author that I'm currently reading, who I'm currently really loving, is Nicole Deese. I hope I said her name right. But yeah, she is awesome. I'm loving her books. But yeah, so I read anything. I even read research papers because currently I work as a researcher at a university. So maybe there will be some research papers included in my videos. But yeah, I think that's about it. I hope I didn't forget anything. But thank you all so much for watching. If you also are a booktuber, please comment down below so I can watch your videos as well, learn about the books that you are reading, and if you have any recommendations for me, books that you think I'll enjoy, please leave them down below as well. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!